Hey, so you're thinking about stepping up from a basic desk rig to something that actually feels like you're sitting in a race car instead of just pretending? I get it. When you're dropping real money on a simulator cockpit, you don't want to end up with something that looks cool in photos but feels flimsy after 2 hours or takes up half your living room. I've seen people buy the wrong size, the wrong adjustability, or a frame that wobbles when they hit the brakes hard. The GTR Simulator GTA Pro Racing Cockpit is one of the more popular mid-tier options right now, and after digging through the specs and what buyers actually say, here's the real story on whether it's worth your cash. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First thing you need to know, this isn't a full motion rig. It's a static cockpit with 360-degree pivoting joints, which means you can tilt the wheel and pedals to match your driving style, but it won't shake your house like a professional motion platform. That's fine if you're racing Assetto Corsa Competizione or racing on a budget and just want the immersion of a proper seat and mounting points without the floor shaking your neighbors awake. But if you're dreaming of a full-force feedback rig that moves with the game, you'll need to budget for a separate motion system later. This frame is ready for it, but it doesn't come with one. One thing that surprised me is how much thought went into sizing. Most cockpits lock you into one position, but the GTA Pro has adjustable pedal tray depth and wheel height, which matters if you're over 6 feet or under 5'6". I've seen shorter drivers struggle with pedals too far forward, and taller folks complain about knee clearance. This one actually lets you tweak it so your leg isn't cramped or your arms aren't overextended. That's not something you see in every $400 to $500 rig, and it's a big deal if you're planning to use it daily for long sessions. Another practical win is the dual-purpose design. It's marketed as a workstation too, and honestly, it works. If you're into sim racing but also spend time at a desk for other tasks, the flat surface above the wheel deck is wide enough for a monitor, keyboard, and mouse without feeling cramped. I've seen people mount a 27-inch screen right there and still have room for a Stream Deck or a small tablet. That's not just marketing fluff, it's genuinely useful if your gaming space doubles as your office or study. Now, the trade-offs. The frame is steel, but it's not ultra-heavy. That keeps it manageable for moving around, but it also means it's not as rock-solid as a full aluminum pro rig. If you're the type who slams the brakes or jerks the wheel hard in sim racing, you might feel a little flex in the base when you're pushing it. It's not dangerous, but it's noticeable if you're used to a stiffer setup. Also, assembly isn't trivial. The instructions are decent, but you'll need a socket set and some patience. If you're not comfortable with basic tools, budget for a friend or a handyman to help. It's not IKEA level easy. Who should buy this? If you're upgrading from a wheel stand or a basic clamp setup and want something that feels more like a real car without breaking the bank, this is a solid step up. It's especially good if you're into GT3 style racing where immersion matters more than motion. And if you work from home but also love sim racing, the dual-purpose design is a nice bonus. Who should skip it? If you're already running a high-end rig and just want to add motion, this won't replace a full motion platform. Or if you're under 5 feet 4 inches or over 6 feet 4 inches, double-check the adjustability range before you pull the trigger. Some buyers say it's close but not perfect at the extremes. Also, if you're tight on space, the footprint is bigger than a wheel stand, so measure your room first. Where the value actually comes from is the balance between price and adjustability. You're not getting a full carbon fiber pro rig, but you're not paying $1,200 either. The 360-degree pivoting joints are a nice touch for comfort, and the fact that it doubles as a workstation means you're not just buying a racing frame, you're buying a whole setup that can evolve with you. So, if you're ready to move past the entry-level wheel stand and want something that feels more like a real race car without going all in on a motion rig, the GTR Simulator GTA Pro Racing Cockpit is worth a look. Just make sure you're okay with the slight flex under heavy load and that you're prepared to do a bit of assembly. Check it out using the link in the